some setups, the actual machine pump might be a longer distance away than from the pump where the unit's installed to where the vacuum head is in the swarf bin. That means this hose, the standard length with this hose is 3 meters, but in some cases the actual swarf bin could be 5, 6, 7 meters away from the pump. So what do we do about that? Well, it's straightforward. We can either fit a longer bit of hose onto here, or we can do another solution which we'll show you in a moment. So we have a situation here where the actual 3 meters hose wasn't long enough to get to the actual swarf bin and the vacuum cup. So what the solution to this case was a simple 6mm push fit connector, and then just an additional bit of 6mm PU hose, straightforward connection, and then into the vacuum cup. Alternatively, you could just use a longer piece of PU 6mm long life hose. Okay, so we have an installation here with actually the pumps that are waist mounted pumps. Now, the majority of the time we see we install using the standard kit from floor mounted pumps, but here we have pumps that are actually waist mounted, and they've actually got the metal outlet hoses going down to the swivel fittings where the hose for the pump is, that goes for the pump going to the machine on the around spindle. But it's just straight as forward again to install. We actually offer a kit on this version for typically a DMG or a Hermley, where we're actually we supply a tee-off fitting from underneath here, and that's all that is a T fitting, swivel T fitting. And then we have an elbow, a narrow, a straight fitting here, another elbow here, and then we just connect the fitting from up here after the elbow. It just keeps it nice and flush and neat in line with the pump on the machine. Again, this is the around spindle pump with tee off, so it's always working, as you can see, while the machine's on. You can see the flow consistently going through there while the machine is on. You can see the flow going in there. You can see we can turn it off, we turn it on, and there we go, it's sucking up. Quarter to halfway on these type pumps is fine, and then we can leave that on all the time the machine's running, so there's no requirement for anybody to ever touch this bit at all. So you can see there, flow going up into there, the suction of all the fresh coolant from the swarf bin coming back into there, then following the outlet, and this outlet hose then will return back to the sump of the machine. So we supply this in 2 different lengths as a standard kit, which comes with which we can supply with the system. Okay, so we have another installation here on a floor mounted pump. This is a Mazak machine. A typical setup, we have the round spindle that we're teeing off from here. This will be the round spindle hose going into the machine. Again, we're just teed in from here in this position here. We take a Wogaard coolant through the system. You can see the outlet hose there, which will always have coolant coming out of, is going back to the sump. So it's important that that outlet hose is cut to length. Obviously try and keep it as straight as possible, and you'll always have a flow going into the system, which is quite nice as well because it aerates the coolant. But as you can see there, while the machine is on, the fresh coolant is going straight back up and then straight back up into the unit, and then straight back up into the sump with all the fresh coolant. So you're saving all that lovely coolant again. Again, it's working while the machine's on, so it's nobody turn it on and off. And you can see the valve is on about halfway there.